Welcome back to 5 Out Podcast. I'm your host, Giuseppe. I'm with my football specialist, Nick. And loyal viewers of 5 Out, we usually have our three-piece here. You got, usually Cameron would be sitting here. I'd be in the middle, and then Nick would be over there. We're missing our basketball guy, Cameron. So, unfortunately, no NBA today. Thank you, Patrick.
That's not a good button.
And we have our producer, Patrick, over here. But I'm Giuseppe. He's Nick, for any new viewers. And today, we're doing something special. I didn't write the segment today. I let it up to our football specialist, Nick, here. So, Nick, take it away with your segments.
So, first, I want to talk about Bryce Young and the Panthers with their recent big win over the Atlanta Falcons. I want to see everyone's input on if we think that the Panthers are actually going to be legit next season because they've really turned on the Jets.
Yeah, they really have. Speaking of Jets, well, we'll get to that later.
We'll get to the Jets later. And then I want to talk about the playoffs, but I don't want to talk about, break down every single game. I want to break down the games that I find, are really the bigger games. Not a game like the Bills and the Broncos where we know who's going to win, but a game where...
Do we now?
We do, actually.
We do.
Right.
But a game that could go either way.
Yeah, so we're excited, and let's just take it off. Bryce Young and the Panthers. Nick,
Whoa.
give me your spiel.
Yo, don't talk over Peter.
Whoa.
Say sorry.
Whoa.
Say you're sorry,
I'm sorry.
Peter.
I'm sorry.
Say I'm sorry, Peter.
I'm sorry, Peter.
Whoa.
See, they make fun of me. I'm the host. They make fun of me. Nick, take it away with your spiel about Bryce Young.
So, I've been watching Bryce Young and the Panthers. I've made it a thing that I want to watch them every week and see how they do.
Yeah.
And ever since Bryce Young has gotten back, they've benched Andy Dalton. He's looked really good. They've been in every single game. Everyone thought the Chiefs game was going to be a blowout. It wasn't a blowout. Everyone thought the Eagles game was going to be a blowout. It wasn't a blowout. Granted, they lost those games, but it wasn't by many points. I think the Eagles game was 33 to.
It was close. I don't remember. I know the Panthers put up a good fight there.
They put up a good fight though.
I'll pull it up right now.
And then the Chiefs game was 30 to 27. The Chiefs won on a last-second field goal. So, I see now that this offense is really clicking for Bryce Young, and that's weird to say because we look at this guy, same time last year, he looks like a total draft bust, and C.J. Stroud should have been number one overall. But now, funny enough, C.J. Stroud looks like the draft bust with this Texans offense, but I'm not going to go into that now. But Bryce Young is clicking with his receivers, even with the little actual receiver talent they have on the Panthers, and he's clicking with his running backs. The defense looks a lot better. This defense is holding these teams to not third and longs. They don't get that many, but they'll hold them to third and shorts. But with this Falcons game, it was a great game. It was back and what are you laughing at?
Nothing. No.
But the Falcons game, it was back and forth the entire game. The Panthers would score, then the Falcons would score.
Yeah. The Eagles game was 22 to 16, for the record.
Yeah, I thought it was 33.
I miss Cameron. I miss Cameron.
You just miss his presence.
I miss his. It's weird having two people. This is our first time with two people and three.
Well, technically, the 5 Out lost media. There's lost media of 5 Out. There's one episode you weren't a part of it.
You were way.
That was the week before you got here.
I
Probably.
know. But Nick, I'm sorry. Back to your
You
spiel.
sent me the video.
Back to your spiel.
That's really it. But with this Falcons game and the Panthers looked like a competent organization where they were getting blown out by the Saints in Week 1.
I know.
And it looks like
It was terrible. They had to bring in
of culture.
No, it was terrible. They had to bring in Andrew Dalton. I mean, the Red Rocket, Andy Dalton, bro.
Is that his name, Andrew?
I mean Andy. I actually don't. I don't know. Could be.
Andy's coming.
Yeah, Andy's coming. I mean, they had Andy come in to save them, and the Red Rocket. No disrespect to Andy Dalton, the Red Rocket, great quarterback. Really, was the franchise guy.
Bengals legend.
Yes, Cincinnati legend. They should build a statue for him over there for the.
Definitely not. He didn't do that much.
I know. He just played there. He was just their guy for a long time. Not maybe, but no. He's an NFL quarterback. It takes a lot to be in the league for 10 years for a long time, like he was. So no disrespect to him, but you got to bring in a 36, 37,
36.
36-year-old Andy Dalton when you have a young first round draft pick quarterback just sitting on the bench rotting away, and it's not like it's a situation where it's like Michael Penix and Kirk Cousins
Penix? It's Penix.
Michael Penix Jr., bro.
You might slip up one.
You know,
of these
now
days,
now I
so.
miss Cameron. Now I miss Cameron a lot.
What?
No. But just back to my little spiel. But you got to bring in Andy Dalton, and you have a young first-round pick. And again, it's not like the Michael Penix Jr. Situation. You got they knew what they were doing. This was unexpected. Andy Dalton, I believe, was either picked up was he picked up mid-season or was he always on that squad?
He was always on that squad.
He was yeah, he was the backup.
I think he got signed before the season started.
Yeah, but even though, I mean, you got to if you have to bring in a 36-year-old or put a 36-year-old back in front of your rookie quarterback, things were struggling in Carolina. But as a joke and as bad as the Panthers are, I don't care. They didn't win any games this year. Is what a lot of people might. They didn't win a lot of games this year, but they played. Like Nick said, they played.
5 games they won.
They played. They had more wins than
last
my
year.
hometown team, the Jets.
No,
And
same amount.
oh yeah, the Jets out.
They won 5-12.
Wasn't a high five, but whatever.
What was that?
Nah, it was
Just a 5? You just put a 5 in
yeah,
my face?
5 because like we
Did
beat,
you?
We
I
beat the
want to say.
Dolphins.
Did you see Aaron Rodgers' celebration when he scored his 500th touchdown? He
Yeah.
went up to the receiver that he. No, it was like I think it was just a tight end. I didn't even know who it was.
Tyler Conklin.
Tyler Conklin. Yeah, he went up to him and he jumped and he did like a starfish celebration to represent 5. I see that. I look at my dad. I'm like, this guy is a loser. Get him out of the building ASAP.
Yeah, that was questionable. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is old, but let's get back to Bryce Young and the Panthers. I mean, the Panthers played decent. I mean, they had a great game, their last Week 18 game against the Falcons. I'm not sure if they did win that one.
They did.
They didn't.
It was 44-38.
Yeah, I know that went to overtime. Great game. Which watching going flicking back and forth with their on red zone, but even against the Eagles, 22-16, and they were. You could say what you want about the Eagles, even though the Eagles are a great team. Even with the Kansas City Chiefs, they were like that. They showed off to Mahomes. I mean, even you, little 5-out Nick F. lore. Nick was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna shave my head if the Panthers win," and it wasn't even that crazy. Like, and I'm sure he was sweating. I mean, I don't think the Panthers got a big lead there. I think they tied it at one point, but I'm sure you were sweating at one point. But yeah,
They tied it at one point. They were down by a lot, so I thought I was in the clear, but then they ended up tying it 27-27. And then when the Chiefs drove down the
Chiefs
field-
won by a field goal.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say it was a complete failure in Carolina. I think they could definitely come back next year. Maybe. What's their pick right now? Do they have a confirmed pick?
I think the draft order is actually out. We can probably
Yeah, because
talk about. I got it.
Chop shop.
but even though they could still pick, they definitely have a top 15 pick. I mean, 5 wins isn't that, again, in the grand scheme of things, isn't that great? But when you're a franchise like Carolina, I mean, Nick, Panthers tickets were literally less than 5. You could go to a Panthers
Yeah.
game for $1, and that's not
Panthers
even
pick
exaggeration.
Is 8.
They got a top 10 pick. So this Carolina Panthers team, they could be scary. Now, this is like how the Jets have some seasons. I mean, you had Le'Veon Bell. I mean, the Jets a couple years ago, you know, we were supposed to be, I know every year we're supposed to be good, but it was looking to turn around. I mean, we had like a
2022.
No, this was like 2019, like when we had Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah.
Like when we first picked him up. And we got 4 or 5 wins, but we had we thought we had a great draft pick. And then we signed up a star. I wouldn't say a star, but Le'Veon Bell. Hey, he was a Pro Bowler. We signed Pro Bowler Le'Veon Bell. You know, so we thought we were going to
He's
do
a
good.
person of all time.
Definitely a Jet of all time. I mean, he was decent on the Steelers, really good on the Steelers. I'll give him that credit. But when he joined Gangrene, it's like he lost both of his legs to
Gangrene.
Gangrene.
Don't call him Gangrene.
Because just a complete train wreck of his career, literally. Right as soon as he joined the Jets. I mean, then he wanted a stint in with the Chiefs, and did he win the Super Bowl with them? Yeah, right. He was on that roster.
Pretty sure.
Or I'm not sure.
That's
If,
not an answer.
I'm not sure if he got cut before or waiver. No, he can't get wavered.
He went ring chasing. He probably didn't.
Well, if he won his ring, but definitely not a great career. I mean, I'm not going to say the Chiefs won because of Le'Veon Bell. There, he was the running back too. But back to my show. But this Panthers team is excited. I'd be excited. Hey, I mean, as a Jets fan my whole life, I've been in the shoes of the Panthers, and I would say, you know what, they could also be just getting false hope. Because, you know, you had 5 wins. It's not like you won out the rest of your season. You technically didn't win those games. But they're showing up good fights. So this is going to be the start. What I think, this is going to be the start of a Carolina Panthers full rebuild. And, I've rebuilt them a bunch of times on Madden. I've gone a completely different
you
route
have.
Of course you have.
than what they've done. But
Rebuilds on Madden is diabolical.
I mean, I'm great at video games. Just letting sports
really.
video. I'm just great. Raging Cajuns, 2-time national championship winner. But
Bro, you're scared of Rutgers. You're scared of Rutgers.
All right.
You're scared to
You're
verse.
scared of the Rangers. You're scared of the Jets. I beat you as the Jets when you play as the Dolphins, by the way. in Madden.
Yeah. All right. Whatever. Man,
Like
whatever.
100.
What I would say though,
Yeah.
There was
you
no-
say you're closing.
there was no false hope in Carolina. They learned one thing. They learned that they didn't mess up on Bryce Young, and now they know
But still,
they
Bryce
can
Young
build around him.
definitely not a bust. I mean, I wouldn't say C.J. Stroud's a bust. He got dealt a bad hand. I mean,
With his receivers,
it's his sophomore year, so it could be a sophomore slump because he had a great rookie year.
There had to be like some fairy dust on him because there was no reason they should have won 10 games because their offensive line was horrible and it still is. There's a reason they only won 10-7.
Yeah.
And they really didn't have that much talent. It was basically just a young talent that just came up and played out.
Yeah.
But this season, when they were supposed to go like 12-5, 13-4, when they got Stephon Diggs, they had Nico
Yeah.
Collins, Tank
Then
Dell,
Diggs
Dalton
gets injured.
Schultz. Diggs gets injured. Tank Dell, his career is probably over with that injury.
Oh, terrible injury.
Tore his ACL, MCL, LCL. If you don't know, those are all the major ligaments
That's your knee, basically. Your whole knee is
yeah,
gone.
that's basically your whole knee. He dislocated his kneecap, and he has ligament damage. So that's basically his entire leg is just gone. So his career is probably over because they already said that he's gonna miss time next season.
And it sucks because when you're an athlete, your body's your paycheck. It's not like if I'm a teacher, I could be sick. I could whatever, get
Show up
I don't
pregnant.
know.
I'm sorry.
Not even like that. Like I could get lupus or something, and I could be.
What
out.
is lupus?
It's like a
What is
skin
that?
disease. I could be terminally ill for 6 months or whatever, a year. And
You could
I
have said
come back.
COVID. You could have said the flu. You said
Yeah, but like I'm
lupus.
thinking of a
Lupus.
long-term
Eczema.
disease. Like I could be out for a year
It's
as
not like
a
a guy
teacher.
from Harry Potter.
I don't know. I could be sick for a year as a teacher, as an office worker, whatever. And as long as I have the medical records, then all right, we'll take you back next year. When you're an athlete, your body's your paycheck. I mean, you have guys that in the college that were supposed to be really good in the NFL, and they never even made it out of college. Even high school guys, I'm sure. But your body's your paycheck. So not saying anything about it. It's not even about money, but he's out of an NFL job, and the NFL doesn't want to pay you for $1 million, even if they super minimum. They don't want to pay you $500,000 a year to sit at home if they don't have to. So that I'm not sure how much longer's on Tank Dell's contract deal. Like
He's a
years.
rookie.
Oh, he's on the
He was
rookie.
drafted. He was drafted the same year C.J. Stroud was still last season.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if he's still on that rookie, but I wouldn't if he's a young kid. So hey, he could still regrow.
What's the rookie contract for like a 5th round pick? Because he was
The
drafted
minimum,
late.
the super minimum, like $500K.
No, but like how many years?
Oh, yeah, they could like 4 years, 4
Yeah.
years. But no, his career's over, and I think that's all we have to say about CJ Stroud. Nick, what's the next? This is the Nick show now.
It is the
I
Nick
made him
show.
in charge. Well, usually we'd have our I'm tribute to our basketball guy Cameron.
He's not dead.
He's still alive.
He's alive and
He's
well.
here.
He's just not here.
Probably like home.
But
He took the train. You didn't know we were recording.
Yeah.
He's not dead.
he probably didn't check his phone. But what's the next segment?
Next thing I want to talk about is the playoffs. But like I said, I don't want to talk about every game. I just want to talk about the games that I think could go either way. So I wanted to talk about the Commanders versus Bucks game because we already know this happened already in the regular season. The Bucks beat them 37-20. It was the first week of the season, and everyone thought, "Oh, same old Commanders football." But then they ended up going 12-5.
Commanders had a shock year, complete
They did.
shock year.
I think they had a very simple schedule too. They had the good teams. They did beat some good teams, so I'm not going to call them frauds.
Yeah.
But they lost to some good teams, and then they beat the teams they were supposed to beat. So there's really nothing wrong with that. But
So Commanders Bucks. What do you want to say about that?
I know that the Bucks beat the Commanders already in the regular season, but this Bucks team is actually decently injured. We already know Chris Godwin is out. They've got some key pieces on defense that are out. So even with those injuries, we know they were all predominantly healthy in the beginning of the season because it's first week of the season. But in the playoffs, anything can happen. We know last season C.J. Stroud goes into. They came to Houston. They didn't go to Cleveland.
Yeah.
They won the division. But Cleveland goes to Houston. Everyone thinks, Mickey Mouse run from Houston. They're probably going to get bounced by Cleveland, but then they beat Cleveland 45-14.
Yeah.
So this could very well happen in this game. I'm not just saying that because he's a rookie quarterback, but this team has shown many sparks through the influence of Jaden Daniels because they don't have many
No, Jaden Daniels had a phenomenal year. Most improved player.
Pro Bowler.
Definitely going to be a Pro Bowler.
He is a Pro Bowl.
Oh, the Pro Bowl? I don't like the Pro Bowl, though. It's really just a
You're a
stat.
Pro Bowl hater.
It's really just a stat now. Like, I'd rather just have them send players a letter.
Not
letter?
a Pro Bowl guy.
You're an all NFL. Like, they should just do an all NFL thing. I think that's a thing, though.
Send him a letter. Congratulations.
You're on honor roll. Like, you're an NFL.
honor roll.
Honor roll.
Honor roll.
You're NFL
honor
back
roll?
in high school.
Honor roll.
They're back in high school. You got a 3.9.
You're on the commissioner's list. I don't know. You're on the dean's list. I don't know.
There's no
It's
dean.
no dean.
Yeah, right. You're on.
You're on
Goodell's-
Stephen A. Smith nice list.
You're on Goodell's short list, dude.
Mine was better.
Nah,
Yeah,
I think
that
mine
got
was
a
better.
laugh
I think
out of
mine
me.
made more sense. Goodell's short list.
Well, yours wasn't as funny.
Mm-hmm. Stephen A. Smith is a funny guy. But
Oh my gosh.
All right,
Oh
you
my
want me to
gosh.
mute you?
No, I don't mean.
But this Commanders team, did they not start Jaden Daniels? Because I kept seeing Marcus Mariota, his stats. So
Well, I
guess
think
didn't.
they were already in the playoffs,
Yeah, they were already in the playoffs.
so there was
But,
no need to.
The Bucks had everyone starting because their season was on the line, and they were losing for most of the game. I was watching the game; they only came back and won like the last couple minutes because of a key throw from Baker Mayfield down the field and a key run from Baker Mayfield that got them the first down on 3rd and long.
Yeah.
But they didn't look too good. They didn't look like they were clicking. Granted, Mike Evans got just 1,000 yards. Good for him. He gets
Mike
$3 million.
Career, definitely
Tied Jerry Rice.
one of the wide receivers of our definitely one of the greatest wide receivers of our generation.
He's like top 10.
He's always been there though. Like I would say
He's not a big
consistency.
name, but no one says like, oh, who's top 10 wide receivers? It's still Mike Evans.
Mike Evans is always going to be on that list no matter what, especially in this
11 straight 1,000-yard seasons.
That's a great- yeah, it's
the
just
guy
solid.
never dips off. He's loyal to his team.
king of efficiency.
He's
And
class
he
act.
deserved his ring. He deserved his ring with Brady.
Yeah,
You could say, "Oh, Brady, he deserved that, bro."
he could have went to the Chiefs offered him this offseason. They gave him an offer. He could have went to the Chiefs and probably won a Super Bowl maybe twice in his last years of his career, but he stayed with the Bucks. He stayed loyal to his team. So he's a class act. But what I'm getting to is Jaden Daniels, granted, we haven't really seen how he plays under a lot of pressure. He did beat the Eagles in that last second touchdown pass.
Yeah.
He threw the Hail Mary, yes. But I really think the Commanders can come out and win this game. What do you think about that, Pep?
I definitely could see it. I'd love to see a deep Washington run. Definitely one of the more favorable
I
underdogs.
love both teams, but I'd like to see
Yeah,
Washington.
I always root for the underdog here, but I feel like the Commanders just having this year. I mean, the Bucks are always above 500 team.
You say you always root for the underdogs, but the Dolphins were underdogs going into if they
That's
beat the Jets,
different.
but you
Like
didn't
that's
root
like
for them.
if I'm on League Pass and I'm watching an NBA game, I'll see what this team's losing right now.
And then you root for them.
Yeah, like
Peak.
I'm not saying like I'm gonna change my bio.
You ever see the
Certified
scene of
Kings
Ted
fan.
where he's watching like the thing and he's like, "Oh, I need to tell someone. No, this will be my moment." That's them when the
yeah,
that's him
Ted.
when the underdog wins. This will be my moment.
It was like
Definitely one of the more.
It was
what
like
was that show?
Kurt Blank. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it was
something
Kurt
like
play,
that.
deal or no deal, some sort of game.
It was Deal or No Deal, and then it was a game on Deal or No Deal.
Yeah.
But no, definitely one of the more like favorable underdogs from the NFC. What other matchups? I definitely see the Commanders winning that. I definitely see them going to the facing up against Goliath. I mean, David going against the Eagles again.
What are you talking about?
Stop trying to
am I
use.
reading, am I reading the bracket wrong? I'm reading the bracket wrong.
What is he talking about?
Just saying whatever he
no,
thinks
no,
sounds
the
good.
Commanders. The Commanders. I think it's going to be Commanders.
The
Eagles.
Bucks, I guarantee you, are not Goliath.
No, Commanders. Eagles.
They're
Eagles or Goliath. I mean,
If they beat the Bucks.
Yes.
So you're saying that the Eagles are going to beat the Packers? Why is that?
All right, bro.
You see that?
I
Why
can
is that?
see it. I mean, I could definitely see that happening. It's impossible. Like we won, but I mean, they did lose. They're 14-3 though. You got to give them that. Jaden Daniels is always going to be even though is he going to play? 'Cause I know he's
In the
questionable.
playoffs, is the starting quarterback going to play? Are you
I saw
joking
he
me?
was questionable last night, so I was like, all right,
Questionable is basically just like,
he's hurt.
It's
He's
day-to-day.
hurt. He's hurt today.
yeah, it's day to day. Questionable, it's always like.
But
an
no, I mean,
estimated
Jaden
dates
Daniels never
game.
fails in the playoffs. He's led his team to greater feats than beating the Packers.
Bears game.
I mean, Saquon Barkley, dude.
You wiggling your feet.
Literally, our producer's having fun. But literally, Saquon says 2 words: Saquon Barkley. I got
What about
8.
him?
I got 8 words for you. Saquon Barkley must see. I got 5. Saquon Barkley must see television.
What are you talking about? Must see television like you. About
Like
to
you
watch
got to
the game?
watch this game, dude.
You gotta-
Saquon Barkley's a
You
phenom.
just use
Dude.
How'd
6
you get
words.
8?
Saquon Barkley is
Saquon
must-see television.
Barkley,
Saquon Barkley
must see television.
Yeah, why
That's
can't?
fine.
Yeah, why can't
That's
you
not
use
proper
6?
English.
It isn't. That's why you need to
Yeah,
use
that's not
6.
proper English.
You need to go back to first grade.
Maybe
All
his
right.
ex must sell. We don't know.
All right. Yeah, Saquon Barkley must see television. He's a great running back, having a career. Definitely one of the greatest running back seasons in a little bit.
You see the
Third.
fan that went to the game with a sign that says "I flew all the way here to see Saquon break the record,"
Yeah. he
and
just
the
wasn't
post was like,
running.
"Who's
Yeah.
gonna tell him?"
My dad was ranting about that
They
last
should.
night.
Why
They should
would?
have just let him
Risk getting hurt.
risk getting hurt, but
Anything could happen.
you're paid to play 17 games in the season.
But they're going to the playoffs, so he's already going to get that 17th game, no matter what. Also, they're not
You
paid.
think you're smart.
Yeah, I am.
But if they start Saquon, they have to start the whole offensive line. And what if one of them gets hurt?
Yeah, that's
You have to start everyone.
That's exactly why.
I know. I'm agreeing with you.
You know what?
You know what? I don't like your tone.
All right. Next. What's next?
I wanted to talk about the Texans versus Chargers game.
All right.
We see now, like how I was talking about C.J. Stroud before. We see now with the Texans, they're not clicking. There's many injuries. I can just say right now, their offensive line is terrible. C.J. Stroud is always
Disgusting.
It's
O-line.
running he's running for his life every single second.
Nah, it's terrible. It's actually
It's
terrible.
bad.
It's a problem.
Like he's taking hits that he shouldn't be taking. He can't get the ball off. It's really not his fault. Granted, he had a pretty awful game against Baltimore. Like I was watching that
they
game.
put up 2 points.
And
The offense put up 0.
I started Joe Mixon and the kicker, but
The kicker too. Oof. Yeah, you guys stink.
he puts up like 13 points every single week. But yeah, the offense just wasn't clicking for him. Many injuries from the Texans. Stephon Diggs, like we said before, tore his ACL. Not Nico Collins, tanked out like we said before. His entire leg is just shot. He's probably out of the league.
Yeah, he's done.
But what's it called? I really don't think, even with the Texans being the 4th seed, Chargers being the 5th seed, I really don't think that the Texans can go out and win this game. Because with Jim Harbaugh's offense, it's just electric. They win the games they're supposed
Jim
to win.
Harbaugh.
And-
Greatest coach of all time.
Okay.
Why do you have to yell that?
No, he didn't win a Super Bowl.
Greatest college coach. Nah.
Okay.
I'm just saying stuff. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're just saying dumb stuff.
I'm sorry, Patrick.
Apologize to Nick.
I'm sorry, Nick.
It's okay. I forgive you.
I don't.
Okay. That's okay. I'm fine with that.
Me too.
But like I was saying, they win the games they're supposed to win, and they go out and they play their hearts out against these other teams. Granted, they got beaten up on bad by the Bucks, but they were in the game for the Ravens game. They were in the game for all these games that they
Yeah.
lost besides this Bucks game. But I really don't see Houston being able to overcome Jim Harbaugh's offense, because even with his offense, Justin Herbert looks the best that he's been in his entire career.
Yeah, he's having a
Career.
great. I think he's definitely one of the. I wouldn't say he's the best from that draft. That was a great draft class, so high competition.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, Joe Burrow's poor Joe Burrow. I don't know if we'll get to that at all, but the Bengals had a horrible year.
It goes like it's Joe Burrow. All the quarterbacks drafted it was Joe Burrow, Jordan Love, Tua Tagovailoa.
You mean turning the ball over?
He really doesn't throw them many interceptions.
I know.
so-
He actually had a good year. No.
Yeah. He had a good year
Just
when
he's
he
hurt.
was playing. Oh, I can't even get it to him right now as a Dolphins fan. I'm very, very mad
Yep.
at him. I'm very mad at Mike McDaniel. I'm very mad at Chris Greer. I want them.
just
I want
wanted to
them
set that
all
flame
out.
on.
Tyreek Hill is leaving. He went on his post game interview and he said
done.
he's out. This is the first time your team hasn't made the playoffs, you loser. Why are you leaving when your team has one bad
Wait,
season?
he's actually leaving?
Yes.
No, I mean,
He said he's
even
leaving.
if he isn't leaving on his own, if I'm the GM of the,
I'm
if
not
I'm the
letting him
owner, this is going straight to the owner. If I'm the owner of the Dolphins and the wide receiver, I'm paying how much? $30 million a year.
Yeah.
It's after one bad season that was kind of his fault because he had a completely off year. He didn't have a Tyreek
Quarterback
Hill.
play, yeah,
he didn't
you
have a
can say
Tyreek
that.
Hill $30 million a year. He had a completely average year, and then you're gonna go in and say, "Yeah, I quit, man. I quit. I don't
quit.
What is
no
this?
team is gonna want a Tyreek Hill that's a quitter.
But I'm gonna say I quit. I don't want to play. I'm
What was
out.
that accent you were using?
What accent? What like?
I kinda heard
No,
an
I'm
accent.
saying like I'm a
Yeah.
lazy guy. I quit, man.
I quit.
I don't
Oh,
care. I don't
yeah.
want to play.
Quit.
Yeah,
like
whatever.
his mom. All right, now you guys made it something that
Mumbling.
it is. But no, back to my spiel.
Spiel.
If I'm the owner, I'm gonna pay. I don't care. I want you out of my franchise. I'm paying you however much I owe you. I think he has like a couple years, a year yet left.
2
But
years
it doesn't
left.
matter.
They
You're
restructured his
a
contract.
Fortnite streamer, man. So live off that.
Yeah,
I mean,
go stream Fortnite.
and this isn't going to only the NFL. Like the Dolphins owners, half the league is going to be mad at him now.
Clearly, if the
Not mad
team
at
isn't
him.
up to par for him, like he's an overlord
Or a
looking
team
down
like
on
that,
everyone.
a contender.
He's
Like,
elite.
all right, like he could go to. I'm not saying he'll go to the Lions, but if he wanted to go to a contender team like the Lions or the Vikings, to say, all right, so Tyreek, we'll sign you, but what are you going to do if we have enough here? You're going to jump ship too? No loyalty. I mean, really if you think about it, really a spoiled player. I mean, played with Kansas.
He's always in trouble.
played with Patrick Mahomes. Really not. Is this the start of the Tyreek Hill hatred? Because like I'm just thinking like Tyreek Hill really is not a great guy to have on the field, but
We're talking about the games right now, but we're gonna go into this segment right now just for a little bit, and then we'll go back to the games. But he's always in trouble. He was
Yeah.
arrested first game of the
very
season,
very
put in
controversial
handcuffs.
player.
And then he went on the field and just had like the best game of the season of his
Yeah,
season.
of his season.
And it wasn't
called,
even-
It made me
It wasn't
lose my
even
fantasy
problem.
game.
Yeah.
wasn't even that good too.
But he did a stupid celebration.
It was a touchdown. It was a touchdown. That's
But
it.
like everyone was saying, like, oh, like the cop was doing that. He was in the wrong. It was Tyreek's fault. He got pulled
He-
over. He was going fast, yes, but he wasn't cooperating. Like for the cop, like
Yeah.
I saw the entirety of the clip. The cop was saying like, oh yeah, just roll down your window for me so we can talk. He was like, nah, no, and he was like, roll down the window for me, no, and then he had a literally he wasn't doing it, and like the cop like saw him like go like this. I don't know if he thought he was reaching for something or something, but he broke the window and he had
Yeah.
to like pull him out and put him in handcuffs. That's the reason he got pulled out.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have gotten pulled out if he was just speeding. This wasn't like anything else that you thought it was. It was just he wasn't cooperating, and that just goes to show that he's always in trouble. He broke the leg
Yeah.
of a plus size influencer. He punched a woman on a yacht.
All right,
When did this happen?
Let's not get into the Tyreek Hill legal issues right now because there's some NSF like not safe for 5 out.
I wasn't gonna say that.
What's the abbreviation of that?
Patrick, shut up.
Not
I'm-
safe.
I've
NSF
had it
5-0.
with my producer.
Not safe
I miss
5-0.
Cameron. Not safe. Not
He
safe.
says I'm in scare.
But no, but
miss him.
looking at Tyreek Hill's career on Football Reference. I mean, I know he played for Kansas City, but he's been a Pro Bowler his whole career. He's since 2016. He's been with Kansas and Miami
As a return
So
specialist.
he has been spoiled, and I understand like, but you can't just do that. Maybe he doesn't want to be the guy that has to drive his team out of this mud that they're in. Maybe he just wants to be the guy that, hey, we're good. I'll contribute to it.
If anyone was driving the Dolphins out of the mud, it was Devon A. Chain. This guy went off this season.
Hey, yeah, great.
Great running back.
Monumental running back.
He's like, I want more playoffs. Wah."
All right. Yo. I don't think he does that ever.
It's not happened
But
once.
with the Pro Bowl, he didn't even make it as a receiver for like the first couple years. He made it as a return specialist.
Yeah, well, that's what he was. He was a return specialist.
Yeah, he didn't become he was drafted as a running back, but then he was a return specialist. He didn't become a receiver until later in his career.
All right, well, that's our Tyreek Hill spiel. You know, even but I'll say one more thing. Even if I'm not the Dolphins owner, you're going to get fired from the Dolphins. You're just you're eliminated from literally 80% of the teams. You're only going to get maybe a desperate like ring chase. Like maybe they'll get reunited with the Chiefs, but he already burned bridges there, sorta. So,
I mean, him and Patrick Mahomes aren't really on bad terms, and they're whatever Patrick Mahomes says goes. So,
but
but no team is gonna want a guy
a
that just
quitter,
quits
a
on his team.
complete quitter. We don't
A
want
quitter.
that. I've been a GM. I've been a GM.
You've never been a GM.
I've been a GM.
Not in your
Oh
life.
my god,
Madden.
not in college
If
football.
one of my players goes into the paper saying I'm out, it's the end of the season. And, we finished 8-8. It's not like
I hate
it's,
Balzano.
it's not like we were 0-17. You guys finished 8-8, which disappointed you didn't make the playoffs. But you guys lost to the Jets. Maybe you knew the Broncos were going to win, but you still lost to the New York Jets, your bitter rivals. And you're going to say, yeah, I'm out. I don't want to play anymore.
I quit.
Then you won't
I
play.
wanna be home
Simply,
more.
all the owners in the NFL are friendly with each other.
Are they?
I don't think they are.
I don't think they are.
They have a meeting. You know
Yeah,
what I
that-
mean.
that doesn't-
They
I
are-
think the Chicago Bears and the Panthers own GMs really don't like each other.
Well, the NFL. It's not like there's there's 30 teams,
32.
32 teams. There's only 32 jobs. There's only 32 franchises that could hire you, unless you want to go to the Arena Football League, the XFL, the USFL, the USXF, whatever. Unless he wants to
Get
go
a
semi-pro.
job.
Unless he wants
You
No
gotta get a
one will
job.
Unless he wants to go to the
Get
Canadian
employed.
Football
Put
League.
the employment on the resume, bro.
Like, there's only 30. There's only a finite number of teams that there's whatever 1,000 pro football teams, but there's like 32 that could pay him top dollar, and that's what he wants is top dollar. Maybe 20 that could, actually like 10 that want to pay him top. That want to pay him top. Maybe 5. One team wants to pay him top dollar.
Okay.
Unemployment final boss.
Went from 32 to 20 to 10 to 5 to 1. What is that one team that wants to pay?
I don't
$5?
know. The Lions will go for it. Nah, the Lions won't go. I don't know
Lions
where
don't
he's gonna
need-
go. This just happened. I
Yeah,
think
he really doesn't have like a.
this happened like
Do you
yesterday.
want to go? Do you want to go to the Panthers? Is that what you want, Tyreek?
That wouldn't be that
No
bad.
good team really needs you right now. You Texans, they don't need you. Chargers.
Let me just say this. Let me put the camera on me. Put the camera close up on me.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to manually do this because
Yeah,
Oliver
our
just can't be
cameraman isn't
here.
here today.
Can't be bothered.
Zoom in.
All right, hold on. Hold on. No, we'll make this cinematic. Start your spiel.
Tyreek Hill. This is a message from every New York Jets fan. We're good. We're good, bro. We got Devontae Adams and Garrett Wilson. We're good. Thank you. That's all I had to say.
Okay, that's all right.
But anyone know what I was referencing?
No,
No.
All right.
no one does.
All right. We're done. We're done with that. But no, let's get back to the games. I think Tyreek Hill
But
has poisoned our minds. Poisoned the youth.
what youth did?
You know what I'm trying to
He has
say.
a youth football camp.
He's ticked us off.
That's the reason he broke the plus size model's leg. By the way,
Oh
the
my-
youth football
Bro,
camp.
chill out with the
I'm not gonna say anything
crimes.
about that.
What are you, a lawyer?
He clearly is a good one because he's done some bad stuff.
All right, bro.
But
All right, bro.
But there is one more game that I would like to talk about, and it's not set in stone right now. It's a game. It's a game with a
What?
1 seed, right?
Stop looking at me, Patrick.
Just staring at me. But it's a game with a 1 seed that I think is most likely going to happen. It's I do think that the Commanders are going to end up beating the Bucks
Oh, yeah,
in
obviously.
the wild card round.
Duh.
All right.
Duh.
That's it.
I got
That's
muted.
it. Wait.
Mute him. Thank you.
No, wait. That's it.
No,
That's
no,
it.
He's still up. Okay, no. It's, but
Do you mind?
So if the Commanders do end up winning this game, it's gonna be the lowest seed plays the 1 seed. It's gonna be the Lions versus the Commanders, and with this Lions defense, how injured it is, it has held up because last night they just. Well, at the time of this recording that we're recording this, it's Tuesday. Monday Night Football was yesterday. The Lions beat
It's Monday. It's Monday. Is that all?
Sunday. I know, yeah, Sunday Night Football.
Is that all?
You're right.
Guy,
But,
it's Monday.
No.
Is that all you needed to say?
Yeah,
Mute him
I'm
again.
sorry.
Is that all?
But, but I really don't think it's going to be a blowout like everyone would think it is. Or like, oh, Commanders going into Detroit to play the
Five
Lions.
years ago, this game would have sucked. Detroit, but
Detroit
Tampa
versus
Bay.
Command.
Oh, Washington. We're doing
Yeah, Detroit
Detroit,
versus
Washington. That would've
yeah.
sucked.
But this team, it really doesn't have that much talent in the Commanders. But Jaden Daniels just like lights a fire in all of his teammates that he has.
Yeah, I mean, there's all, everywhere you go, every sport, there's gonna be a player. Every team sport, there's gonna be a player that they're good, but
Which
they're
player
great.
are you? That's
They're-
the question.
They're perfect. They're literally great, and the rest of the team is average or below average. They're gonna make everyone else better. I mean, this is a real life example of me and Nick. Me and Nick were on a travel soccer team, and we weren't good. We were terrible. I'll just say that we were all terrible. And this one kid, I'll call him Jacob. That's,
Are we
he
telling
never went
stories
to
about people now?
His name isn't Jacob.
I know, but
He
there was
never.
a Jacob on the team though.
Okay, his name was Kevin, bro.
Yeah, Kevin, go. For it.
Never went to practices. Didn't really, didn't really. I mean, he only showed up to games, and he was the greatest soccer player I've had the pleasure.
Okay. I didn't know you were talking.
Have the pleasure of playing with. I mean, he would never come to practices. I would say he was. Don't want to embarrass. He didn't have a car. His family didn't have a car.
Okay, I don't want to embarrass him, but then you go and say that.
I'm
You could
not
say he
saying his
couldn't
real
make it
name.
I mean,
I'm
to be
not
fair,
saying
I don't
his
think
real
he's
name.
watching. So
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think
He
anyone's
couldn't really
watching.
get to practices, but our coach would, he'd take him to games, and he was great. He scored 8 goals a game, so and
I
he
don't
made
think he
me
did
better
that.
as a player. He inspired me. I was the captain of that team at one point. At a point, just letting
It was
everyone
after
know.
I left. You
such
were.
an honor.
Actually, no, you were the captain when I was there because you would just kiss up to the coach.
I wouldn't do that. I would just show up
Yes,
to
you
practice early, and I'd play my butt off.
Oh,
Oh.
you can't
Yep.
say that.
Oh,
But
All right, let's. I think we've said all our things about. All right, so what do you want to say about the Lions Commanders?
But a lot of people would think that this game would be a blowout. But Jaden Daniels, as I said, he lights a fire on all the players that he plays with. So I do think that it's because really this Commanders team has never really been blown out in the game. They've been competitive in every single game that they've played. So obviously the Lions are going to win this game. I think the Lions are going to win the Super Bowl. But I don't think everyone is gonna. It's not going to be like a pushover game like everyone thinks it's gonna be.
yeah.
That's all I wanted to say. What are you doing?
Nothing. But I think that's all we have to say about the games. Nick, you said you wanted to talk about the MVP race.
Yeah. There's two close cut MVP candidates right now that we all know of. It's Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. Who do you guys think is gonna
Lamar
be-
Jackson.
Okay, you could have just waited for me to
Yeah.
finish my sentence.
Nice soundboard, Patrick.
Yeah, he put his mic down. But yeah, I think Lamar Jackson is this clear cut MVP because his stats are off the chart.
I mean,
They're
Lamar
amazing.
Jackson always has a good year.
He didn't really deserve the MVP last season, if I'm being honest. No quarterback really deserved it. But
Nah, it's always gonna be. I mean, there's 22 positions on the field, and like 4 of them are eligible to actually get MVP. Like, I mean, like not technically ineligible. Like, you could still be a linebacker and get MVP, but you won't. It won't happen.
really, too.
Really, quarterback, wide receiver.
It's a quarterback award.
Yeah, QB, wide, because they just give out offensive player of the year, or they don't do that. They just give out offensive rookie of the year.
No, they give out offensive player of the year.
Yeah,
MVP, offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year, offensive rookie of the year,
Yeah.
defensive rookie of the
And
year,
then-
coach of the year, and comeback player of the year.
yeah. So there's really like again,
I know my stuff.
maybe a cornerback, maybe, but you're
When
not.
has a corner won MVP?
I know. I'm saying like this could like. There's obviously great corners. There's great everyone's, but like maybe like the furthest you'll see is a running back MVP.
Because Saquon Barkley, you
maybe-
could make a case for Saquon Barkley to
Yeah.
win MVP, but it's really a quarterback award. So that's really why Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson are the two. I would love for Josh Allen
You know, a
to
kicker
win
won the MVP one time.
I know, it was in 1983. I was going to say that.
All right, bro.
Took the words right out of my...
some
mouth.
drama coming in the 5 studio.
you know
today.
who's not winning MVP?
Who?
Greg Sirlin.
Yeah, terrible kicker. I don't know how he
Awful
had a
kicker.
job his whole.
No,
I like
when
Morstead.
he
Morstead's
came up-
my favorite special team player.
When he came up on the Rams, he was actually pretty good. Greg Zerline, Greg the leg.
No, I'm saying like his Jets. His
His
was
jet
terrible.
feel wasn't very good.
But MVP, I mean Lamar Jackson. I mean who else can? I mean you could give it to Josh Allen, but again Lamar could go 2 for 2. Where do you even see Lamar in your like all time? Like,
Well,
do you
he's
have
the
him
best
anywhere?
rushing quarterback of
Oh,
all time.
he changed the game for quarterbacks.
Lamar did?
Like influence, like you have wide these.
If anyone did, it was Michael Vick.
You're
he
right.
was-
No,
he
you're
was the-
right. You're
yeah.
actually right. That's a good shout, Michael Vick.
He was the best rushing quarterback for the longest time, but then Lamar.
I mean, it has to
Jackson
go to
came-
Lamar. Maybe if Lamar wins a
couple.
Super Bowl, literally a Super Bowl, I'd consider him top 10 QB all time.
Top 15.
Top-
He's already top 20 QB of all time for me right now. But if he wins one Super Bowl, top 15. If he wins 2, I have him in top 10 because he's amazing.
Yeah, it's if the Super Bowl is definitely the hardest I'd say one of the hardest to win.
Grew
As
up in South Florida. He wasn't a Dolphins fan though.
dude, you lived in North Florida. I don't know what you're trying to get at. You lived in St. Augustine, oldest city in the world, oldest city in America. Just a little fun fact. But no, I feel like the Super Bowl is so coveted because football is players have like the shortest careers. Like one bad hit and you're out of the NFL, and NFL players have significantly shorter careers. So what Brady did, even playing that long, is amazing. But even winning multiple, I feel like if you have more than 3 Super Bowls as like a quarterback, wide receiver, you're an all timer because that's an incredible feat. 3 Super Bowls.
I have a couple Super Bowls up my.
Dude,
Oh, my belt.
I'm the greatest Madden offline player of all time.
You're just not
Offline, you're playing
Offline just
computers.
doesn't count.
I play against the Hall of Fame, whatever
What?
legend, the top. I don't know.
The top
Alright.
computer.
But
All right, well, you're not adjusting the sliders to make it as hard as
I do.
possible. No,
I just sim the games. I don't play them.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
you're
good
not
at
good.
building a team. I'm good at building a team.
You don't like
Trading,
play like
drafting.
in the playoffs.
I play in the playoffs. I do like to. I don't like to play the full game because I just win all the time.
You're
I
so
play the
good.
moments. But I think we've talked everyone's here. That's all you want to say about the MVP race, right?
Lamar deserves
Back
it.
to our closing segment. I think we've been talking about this for a while now. So I was chit-chatting with our executive producer, Mr. Kennedy, and he asked me a question. What are your 4 desert island albums of all time? So if you could only listen to 4 albums for the rest of your life, what would they be? And it really got me thinking. I was thinking about it the other day, so I think we're all going to do that. I'll go first because I've conjured this up.
Do you?
So only 4, right? So you want to go with longevity. You want to go with how much you like it and how
Yeah.
replayability. So it can't be like an annoying. I'm not going to pick like an annoying song. I don't know, any Playboi Carti song because I feel like I get tired of hearing his snippets on TikTok. Yeah, I get tired
it
of
gets
that.
annoying.
And whatever. I don't want to start hating on Playboi Carti now. But I'd pick Stadium Arcadium by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Great
Never heard of
album. I wouldn't.
It's
you
not valid if I've never heard of it.
Dude, you know 2 albums. But no, Stadium Arcadium. I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers. My favorite band of all time. I could just go all Red Hot Chili Peppers, but that'd be boring and stupid because I feel like I'd get tired of hearing Kiedis' voice.
Who's Kiedis?
The
lead
stupid
singer.
lead singer.
Why
But-
is he stupid?
Because he's done some things.
Yeah, all right, bro. No, he has annoying singing. He sings like this. Yeah. He sings annoying.
So then why would you want one of his albums?
Because I haven't got tired of it yet. I have 3 others. to choose
Yeah,
from.
but you have for
So
the rest of your life.
Stadium Arcadium, great album. I mean, it's long. There's 36 songs. It's a 2-disc album, so it was split into 2. So there's 30 songs. I love all of them dearly. I mean, I Want Energy.
Dearly.
I like them all. You have energy on them, and then there's some slow, emotional songs in my feels. So that's my first album. Then my next album, low key, I'm gonna have to go The College Dropout by Kanye West. Soul rap, neo soul, whatever you want to call it, hip hop. One of my favorite, definitely my favorite Kanye album of all time. I don't say what you want about Graduation, but I like The College Dropout because it makes me laugh, hearing the interludes and the skits.
I was gonna put the College Dropout on mine.
All right, dude.
You could still do it.
Yeah,
Sure.
no,
You stole it.
not a soul is stopping you.
Batman.
My-
You stuttered.
Wait. Oh no, I didn't put the Batman glass part in the soundbite.
My next
Lois
album,
is
my
not
next
my band,
album
my
would be
life.
Synchronized by Jamiroquai. No, I don't know who Jamiroquai is. Great acid,
one does.
Funk band, really good. I like that album a lot. It has all my favorite songs from Jamiroquai on there. I mean, you got Soul Education, Black Capricorn Day, Canned Heat, just great stuff. And then number 4, I'm gonna maybe anger some people at home right now,
Uh-oh.
I don't think you're angering anyone.
but
I'm
I'm gonna
Kendrick Lamar.
no, you didn't see anything.
Oh, sorry.
You didn't see anything.
Sorry. What's your album?
You made me lose it.
What do you mean I made you
I'm
lose
just kidding.
it?
I'm gonna pick By the Way, but I know I said I can't pick too many, but I'm gonna do By the Way. Nah, I'm not doing By the Way. I feel like those 2 songs are too stupid, too long and sad. Some of them.
So then pick an album.
I'm picking one, man. Gosh, this is hard.
It's not
This is hard, dude.
I have all 4 of mine.
What are you doing 4?
Yeah, 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna do. What are you gonna do? You're really funny. You know. Yeah. Let's take this outside.
Okay.
No, I'm
Wait.
kidding. I wouldn't do that.
This is the exact moment that I've prepared this
10,
soundbite for.
Stop bobbing your head to the song and think of an album.
It's over?
Oh, I'm gonna do.
No,
We're still doing it.
not yet. You can't do it yet. Yeah.
Stop. Oh my God.
I'm gonna put the camera on only Nick if you keep doing this. Okay, you can do it now.
I'm ready. You guys are ready for this breathtaking
No.
Dookie by Green Day.
Dookie.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's the name of the
album's
album.
name is Dookie.
Yep.
Great album.
Probably sounds
It's
like
a good
Dookie.
album.
All right,
Probably
do
smells like
either
Dookie.
Dookie or American Idiot, but I'm just gonna do Dookie because
Smell like
Dookie has
Dookie.
has more tracks on
It
it.
smells like potatoes, actually.
Dookie has more like actual tracks on it. So Nick, I know you're dying to go, guy.
Food by MF Doom. You want to know why? Because I would probably get. It's really not that funny. I wouldn't bring like any like actual like rap albums because I would probably get tired of
What do you
hearing.
mean?
those.
What do you mean rap? Like drill, like trap music?
Yeah, like something like that because I'll probably get tired of it after a while. So any Tyler the Creator album because all of
But
his
you gotta
songs,
pick one though.
Okay, Flower Boy. The
Yeah,
Flower
pick
Boy.
the worst one.
It's not.
I'm kidding.
But then I would do. Hold on, the College Dropout.
Yep.
Like what Pep said.
Copycat.
Okay. But
I had enough of you.
that's like all rap songs. So I grew up listening to NSYNC with my dad, like everyone knows. So I would bring like my favorite album from then, No Strings Attached, because I would get tired of just hearing rap over and over. So I would bring like a band like that. Pep's gonna make fun of me. Go. Get
No,
it
he's
out.
muted because I got sick of him.
That was four, right?
Yeah, that was four.
College Dropout, Food, No Strings Attached, and
The Flower Boy.
Flower Boy. Pat, let's see.
All right.
Hi, Pat.
Oh, hi. I can't think of an order for these.
You don't have to have an order. It's just any.
Okay, yeah. So,
We're not rating them. We're just saying.
okay. Well, yeah, well, I'm looking, so. Well, I have them. So, first one I could think of is, 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge by My Chemical Romance. All the songs are, like, it's like a no-skip album.
You know, if 9/11 never happened, My Chemical Romance wouldn't be a thing.
Yeah, neither would, Twilight, another movie franchise, and now there's something that just got added to the Butterfly Effect recently.
Just a couple.
Guy.
And
I didn't ask for the
Tom Brady.
butterfly. Yeah.
Tom Brady's whole thing wouldn't happen if 9/11 never happened.
Yeah, because the game got delayed.
Yeah. They were supposed to play the Panthers, and then they played the Jets, and then Drew Bledsoe went out. And Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Might
Yeah.
say, yeah, like
What's your other album?
Yeah, that one's a no-skip album. And then next I have, it's a French name, Folie Ad... I'm not pronouncing this. This is the
By
way
who,
it's
by
meant.
who? Adwa.
Folie Adieu by...
Adieu.
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 Want to know how I know that? Just anyone want to know?
Because you look at my
Not really,
Spotify.
but you're gonna tell us.
Nah, there's a song by
You don't know it. You just looked at the
there's
song.
a song
names
by the
once.
Red Hot Chili Peppers,
Oh my
Around the
gosh.
World, and he says adieu a lot. So I'm like, oh, it means like goodbye.
How do you know it's the same?
Yeah, how do you know?
Because he says you. What is it? ADIEU.
I'm from
No,
France.
it's
We do. Is that what he says?
DEUX.
Okay, yeah, same
It's
pronunciation.
dough. That's dough.
Okay, Folie
Adieu.
Adieu. Okay.
Oh, so
that,
it's a different
it's
word.
a
I know
really
that's
good
dough.
one. Yeah.
Dough.
And then next, I have the self-titled album by Avenged Sevenfold. That means they just named the album Avenged
It's
Sevenfold.
called Event.
Yeah.
What?
It's called Event. Like the band's
it's like
name
one
is
of
Avenged.
band
They
names
just
and
name-
out. Yeah, like
So
they-
that's not a band thing. I think solo artists do that too, but not as
sometimes,
often.
yeah. It's like
There's
again,
no
it's
more
like,
albums anymore. Everything's a single nowadays.
I mean, they made every
generation.
they made every song.
What?
on,
You're in this generation. You were born into this generation.
This kid thinks he's born in. I bet you think you're born in the wrong.
I
I
generation.
was. I should. I wish I was born in the '50s, so I could be a.
50s.
So I could be a.
You're Italian. If you're in the 50s, I wouldn't really be the
I'm
best.
actually American, born and raised here.
Okay,
Say your
but your
fourth album.
family's
Say
Italian.
say your fourth album.
All right, and then I have well, either Diamond Eyes or Koi no Yokin by Deftones because they're both like really good, but it depends on like what you want to listen to at the moment. Cause,
That's
like,
the one with the owl, right?
What? The Diamond Eyes is the owl. Koi no Yokin has like very like atmospheric.
That sounds
songs.
Japanese.
I think it is.
But isn't the
It
lead
sound-
singer No, he's Mexican. He's not. He's just
Nah,
from
he-
California.
Like, is
Okay.
that like
Is Californian?
is that like a race now?
nationality?
Nah, but like like my name's Giuseppe
he's like-
Balzana, but if I'm famous, my Wikipedia is gonna say Italian whatever. It's gonna say American.
It's not going to say
Italian
Staten
American.
Island or New York.
No, it's gonna say like
Staten
American.
Islander.
American.
Staten Island.
Monsignor Farrell,
Yeah.
St.
Big time.
Patrick, sir.
But,
Even more
yeah.
big time.
Like if you want like more heavy
Tanglewood.
songs, I would. All right.
What'd you say?
Just talk over me.
We forgot about Tanglewood.
What?
Oh,
yeah,
okay, the
see, he
preschool.
knows.
I went there
Yeah,
for like
class of 13.
I didn't graduate. I've been a teacher.
Did
and
you
I had
not?
to
You
leave.
didn't graduate preschool?
No,
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
probably
graduate
went to a different
Tanglewood.
one.
I graduated a different preschool.
I was
'cause
class
I've
of
been a teacher.
13. Our reunion's coming up.
You're
Okay,
not-
but I didn't
you go to-
graduate, so it's not
You have
our
preschool
reunion.
reunions.
Still go. I mean,
They actually have reunions for preschool.
nah, I don't know, bro.
So then why?
Usually the preschool's connected with like the elementary.
kids
I don't
slice a
think
lot.
there's
They
any
had an
reunion
elementary
for you.
Tanglewood.
I don't know, but like, same. Like, all right, bro.
Just mute them.
I miss Cameron now. Like, Cameron would know what to do.
Would he?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I just miss him.
You don't know a lot of stuff.
I miss whatever. Well,
you miss
so what was your
you
fourth?
miss your mic.
Yeah,
was
I miss
e-
being in the middle.
So, I mean, it's really, they're interchangeable because I can't pick a favorite album by
Yeah.
them. It's either Koi no Yokin or Diamond Eyes because, like, Koi no Yokin has, like, atmospheric songs. And then, like, if you want to listen more, like, just, like, heavy, like, rock songs, Diamond Eyes is
I like
the
Diamond Eyes.
album. You listen to the first 5 songs.
Bro, I listened to the whole
I
album.
put you onto it. Just like I put Nick onto Annie Ann's
Annie
Blue
Ann's cherry
Raspberry.
raspberry slushy.
Yeah.
Went to
I'm
the
keep
mall,
bringing that
and
up.
I never had that before, and then I.
Yeah.
took
That
a
was
sip.
without you, by the way. You were in the Lego store.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
guys,
want
you
to
guys
be a
abandoned
loser.
me.
No,
Yeah,
you
because I don't want to look at Legos with you.
I was buying shoes.
They
and
was
they
in
had
it.
them.
I would have looked, but they had like
all the viewers at home. See how mean they are to me.
a quarter of the store was gone.
You
I'm
smell
not
like
looking
potatoes.
there.
I didn't want to be
You
around.
Yeah, you did.
I just don't do that ever in my life. But I think that's all here today.
Stop leaving your jacket in your
All right,
kitchen.
bro. We're doing this now.
I smelt last night's dinner on your jacket.
I think we've touched all the bases we want to touch, whether it's football, music, the MVP race. I've been
Pep's
Giuseppe,
dinner. I've been Nick.
and who's our producer?
Patrick.
Unfortunately, we're
Patrick.
missing our fourth leg today, and our cameraman Oliver's not here. So we're short-staffed today, but I think we pulled through. We did a fantastic job on all sides of the board. But thank you for tuning in to 5 Out. Have a good night.